Don't know what I had earlier. Recently, I brewed Love Brewing's Beer Works Imperial Stout kit for 40 quid. I then added 2 kilos of sugar to ramp up the ABV, and it came out at 11.5%. What I then did is split it into so many like batches, for want of a better word, and added spirits to each of these batches, just as a way of trying something new. So I've already reviewed the actual Imperial Stout to start off with. That was amazing. I did the chocolate fudge brownie Imperial Stout. That was off the charts. Nice. Did the whiskey Imperial Stout, and there's a common theme here. It was bloody amazing. Tonight, Tia Maria. So Tia Maria is a coffee liqueur. So 50 mils of Tia Maria, 450 mils of Imperial Stout, ABV about 13.5%, I presume. Not that I know. They got a little bit of a pop. Navigation Brewery glass, local brewery who won one of the best beers in Britain for their navigation. Won the Midlands Award, won the gold in SEBA, and second best cask beer in Britain overall. Which, cheers, mateys. I don't know if you watch these reviews, but cheers nonetheless. So Blackpool, light, very light head on there, not much of a head at all. I find that most of the Imperial Stouts, the thicker Imperial Stouts, don't have much of a head on them. So slight bit of coffee on the head, on the nose rather. Bearing in mind we're in the shed. The shed is a little bit cool at the moment. It actually says it's 14 degrees, and it feels 14 degrees to me. Certainly get the amazing Imperial Stout. I know what the Imperial Stout likes. So it's the coffee element that I'm interested in. Very boozy. Just a hint of coffee starting to merge. Bearing in mind room temperature, this would be king. Oh, oh. So it took a while for it to come to the front. Last night I got the sweetness of the whiskey reasonably quick. This tonight on the nose, couldn't smell it on the nose. And in the initial taste, I just got this, I'll call it a standard Imperial, but it's not that. It's far from that. It's by far the best homebrew kit in the UK, if not anywhere. Oh, massively boozy. This is. So it's affecting me more than the one last night, didn't it? The whiskey. The ABV on this is about 30% rather than 40. Unless I put more Tia Maria in to balance it up. One never knows because I forget. It's an absolute bloody pleasure to be drinking it. It's big, it's strong. Is it as good as any Imperial Stout I've had from commercial breweries? Yes. I paid £8 at Morrison's for Omnipolo. which I think are overpriced for whatever they are anyway. The 2 beers that Tesco's have had for £5 each were overpriced. Certainly £3.50 and £4 would have been a better price for both of them, not a fiver. And the £8 one at Morrison's is just a laugh. When you've got the Wraggy Imperial Stout at Conrad's, I think it's £4.50. A North Star at £3 or £3.50 now, as maybe. Both of them are a sheer class above that. So it just goes to show you, you know, that some of these Imperials that you see out there just aren't worth it. So, Tech, what I brewed, cost the equivalent of £1. I think it's £1 5p a pint. Add in the cost of 50 mils in this one of Tia Maria. So you're not going to count it as pub prices, because pub prices would be something else, a couple of quid added on. Get a litre for 16 quid. So 100 mils is £1.60. So about 80 pence. So we'll call it £2 for you know, to make it right. So the cost £2 for this bottle of homebrew against what it probably would be as a 14%, upwards of 11 quid, I would have thought, maybe more. You know, it's crazy prices. It feels like someone smacked me in the mouth. That'll come later, and the wife gives me a good idea of being down the shed drinking Imperial Stouts. As you do, you know. So yeah, the cost of the cost of this, possibly, you know, £1.80, £1.90. We'll call it £2. £2 for a glass. But you know, when you're looking minimum £8 and upwards in commercial terms. So is it a bargain? Yeah. But obviously it's only a bargain if you've already got it in. I already had spirits. For me, I don't look at that cost, but you know, you're going to look at that cost if you're going to do it yourself. So, like I say, if you was to get, if you was to do an Imperial Stout yourself, and you're going to use spirits to bump up the ABV, but also add taste. You know, to get what I've done here, you're going to need 2 spirits, 2 litres, and then the 40 pint to get the same equivalent of what I've done. It's doable, very doable. I've drank a Bang the Elephant, and I've drank Emperor's Brewery beers. Two companies that two breweries, both local to be fun and fair, that make amazing Imperial Stouts. And this is on a level with what they've done. I'm going to save them some. And I'm going to pop round to them. And the Bang lads, because they're near me. And say to them, come on lads, what do you reckon? One Sunday when I'm not going to Alton Towers, at least. Oh, just look at that. I'm not joking. You know, if you're ever in Nottingham, near the Wraggys, and you know, popping in I should be having some of these ready and waiting, and I am going to rebrew. I've already decided that I'm going to go through all 8. That's why I'm reviewing them now. I'm going to go through all 8, pick the 2 best out, and they will be the ones, in a homebrew term, that they're going to be the ones where I'll choose them, and they're the ones I'm going to do the 40 pints of. So 20 pints of each with a litre of whichever spirit works out the best, and go along. Next on the radar is I've got 2 projects coming up next, 3 if you can, if you split 2 in. So I'm doing a chili chocolate imperial stout using Bulldog's Easter brew. But what I may do is do a ginger chocolate stout as well. So yeah, that might be the thing actually. Split it into a 20 pint batch and add chili to one, ginger to the other. Also, I'm doing a barley wine, and with the barley wine, I'm going to get a litre of 15%, a litre of vodka, put cherries in that vodka, get a litre, put a kilo of plums, kilo of each into that, and let them age in the cherry and that, and then brew Love Brewing's barley wine. The barley wine will be ramped up with 2 kilos of muscovado sugar, and the chili chocolate one and the ginger chocolate will also be ramped up. And I'm just experimenting, you know, using homebrew, but experimenting with homebrew. And that further down the line, you know, I've seen Navigation Brewery do a coffee imperial stout, and I may do the same. Get some coffee. I'm not sure how much. I need to look at that, and add that to a brew, and do a coffee imperial stout. Oh shit! The air's got to it, and it's just absolutely fucking stunning. At room temperature, this will be just that coffee coming through now. Oh God. You can see, I can see now why brewers do what they do, where they go balmy on different flavours. Because it's that thing of trying something and winning, and then going on to something else and doing something different and something different again. It's all about, you know, seeing what works, and praying that it works as well. Because, like for me, I'm only wasting so much money. And this is where pilot kits are very interesting, because you can calm down the amount of money you're going to spend and lose, maybe. And it's like with the Imperials and using fruit. Bolton Wanderer said to me about freezing the fruit first to kill off bacteria and whatnot, but then adding that fruit to a litre of vodka, you know, even 60% vodka, to really burn off the any problems, and to really soak that up. Then adding that litre of vodka, albeit 60%, to have a barley wine, or even imperial, and doing a strawberry imperial stout, a plum imperial. You can see that I'm really excited and invigorated about what you can do. And this is the original Imperial cherry chocolate fudge brownie whiskey. This is Tier. So I'm 4 in now, 4 variations of the same beer, and each variation has delivered something different to the kettle, to the to the plate, as it were. Favourite so far, funnily enough, the choc fudge brownie. Got to see to the wife where she gets them from and get the different flavours. It's not all about adding extra ABV. This, I presume, this is about 13%. The whiskey would have topped out at about 14. One would have thought, at least. Standard is 11.5. Choc fudge brownie would have been about 11.5. Maybe if the sugars would have carried on fermenting, maybe about 12. I won't thought any further. And with that choc fudge brownie essence, I only added 20 mils. So you could add that to a 40-pint kit and it would stand you about 60 or 70 quid, just under £2 a pint. £2 a pint for an Imperial is still a fucking good price. You know, when you're talking that strength, I mean, a 4%er, you're paying £2 a pint to brew yourself. It's not worth the hassle. But when it's something that strong, it is worth the hassle. So, lovely black pour. It's gone a bit murky there at the bottom. I think there must have been a bit of sediment in. The coffee from the Tia Maria kicked in nicely, along with the original Imperial Stout flavours. Leather, chocolate. There was coffee in the original as well, albeit very muted. Oh, I'm not joking. Absolutely amazing Imperial Stout. Did I do right? Yes, hell yes. If you've got bottles of spirits at home and you brew your own Imperials, then it's very worth doing. Anyway, got to end because my camera's just dying on me. Would I drink it again? Hell yes. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.4. Choc fudge brownie is the king at the moment. And funny enough, that wasn't extra alcohol. Cheers all. See you soon.